Woo!
Welcome, everyone. Welcome. We are here and ready to start episode 21 of the Tales of Terramir campaign. I'm Wes Ford, and I'm the game master. I also play Savamil Donkir, Sea Elf Cleric.
Hey everyone, I'm Mike Dones. I play Gemma Ashenlight, Human Sorceress, and Justin's not with us today, so I'll also be playing Anton Dargos, Human Fighter.
Hey, I'm Hannah Nye, and I play Willa. I play Willa Kettle Whistle, Gem Dragonborn Blood Hunter.
Oh, hey friends, Rob Parkinson here. I play Razik Shikali, Human Rogue.
Yeah, so thanks to everyone who joined us for Hannah's first Doodle Tale stream last week. If you missed it, you can check it out now on our YouTube page. And it's still on Twitch, actually, for a couple more days, so you can check it out there as well. Next week, on Tuesday, April 25th, I'm going to stream a few matches of Magic the Gathering. I plan to build like a new deck and other fun things I have planned for it. It should be really cool, all while talking about Terramir and lore and answering any questions you may have. So be sure to come check out all of us in the chat for that, and let us know if you'd like to see more of this extra content. Remember, you can subscribe to our Twitch channel for exclusive emotes, ad-free viewing, and much more. You can also subscribe for free through an Amazon Prime account. Just don't forget to reapply it every month to keep your streak going with us. As always, you can watch all of our episodes on YouTube or listen to select recordings of our streams on your favorite podcast platforms, with new episodes dropping at least a few days on those platforms after it's been streamed. We stream new episodes of the show live on Twitch every other Wednesday, 8 p.m. Eastern, and be sure to follow us on social media. All right, good timing with the music there. Let's get back into our adventures and Tales of Terramir. Last time on Tales of Terramir. Within a large circular chamber with a floor littered in bones and protruding blue crystals, Gemma reached out and grabbed the floating key with her mage hand, one of the keys necessary for opening the final room. She was suddenly struck by an invisible force against the neck, followed by Savamil, who was shoved against one of the crystals. The adventurers began to blindly swing and fire their weapons until a hit by Savamil with his trident finally struck one of the invisible stalkers, temporarily revealing their appearance to be that of strange humanoid shapes of swirling energy. Willa slammed against another with her maul, using her blood magic to sear a brand of castigation upon the stalker, making the creature fully visible and unable to hide from her sight. Though they proved difficult to strike, the party focused their attacks and were able to defeat them. They left the room, key in hand, and their sea elf cleric friend used the prayer of healing to get the party back on their feet. Contemplating their next steps, Gemma led the group back to an unexplored area in search of a possible key they'd missed previously. Upon approach to the stair that descended underground, she cast light on Willa's maul. The blood hunter bravely traveled forward to a small chamber containing a skeleton and a stone pedestal. Beside the skeleton was a potion of healing and a small stone carved to resemble the head of a cat. After the party's insistence, Anton placed both in his pack. Razik carefully approached the pedestal, which held a bronze ornamental spear. Anton recalled it could be possibly fit into the hands of a statue in the previous room. Gemma made several attempts to magically place the spear, but after the failed attempts, Razik managed to disable the fire trap that kept them from approaching the statue. Anton then took the spear and gently placed it in the statue's hands, which triggered a stone door in the hallway to open. Inside the dimly lit room, behind the stone door, was a small shrine to Coralon, the elven deity of art and beauty. Upon the altar was an old religious book of elvish passages and stories, along with a small key. With 2 keys now in their possession, the adventurers returned to a room they discovered previously. Large, narrow, flowing with a stinging wind, and unpredictable rising and falling dunes of sand. After several tests with a ball bearing and tying Anton to a rope, the surface appeared to be walkable, but nearly as unpredictable as its level. As the sand fell, a chamber to the north was revealed. Razik used his slippers of spider climbing to wall run toward it, where he found a chest and a pile of treasure. The group decided to move to the southern exit first, hoping to perhaps find a way to stop the sand from changing before claiming the treasure. Willow used her ring of jumping to leap to a rocky ledge, and the rest of the party climbed it away from the sand. On the other side of this rock, an animated, empty suit of ancient and regal elven armor rose from the earth and looked toward them, drawing its blade in hostility. And that is where we have left off. We are back in the Trials of the Vanished, bringing you all over now. And we are still in the same rounds that we were in before, having not left them. Let's switch up the music into combat, and we are in this. Anyone have any questions before we start?
Can we take a long rest? Shot.
No.
Good
Where's the shot?
question.
I'm so aloof.
Razik, just for your information too, the room in question up here on the top right is where there was treasure when the sand shifted all the way down. Razik had run over here initially and saw that, but decided to come this way.
Beautiful. As long as there's not a Sarlacc, I'm good.
Oh, it's much worse than a Sarlacc. It's
Yeah, it might be worse.
animated armor. So.
Yeah, you see the helmed horror, which I'll go ahead and reveal the image to you again. Let's see, here we go. Woo.
Oof.
The helmed horror. This is obviously the image used for D&D, but imagine a more like regal elven styled armor, ancient elven armor, with this long sort of curved regal blade and the shield with leaves on it has just risen out of the sand, and it's just this magical armor that has looked upon all of you, and we're in combat. Savamil's turn. Well, Savamil goes, oh, do you all see that? Oh boy, okay.
How far is it up from the sand? Or, like you said, it crawled out. So I mean,
Yeah.
And we are like 15 feet up.
You are. What did I mark? You're behind the marker. I can't see.
I can move myself.
Oh yeah, you're 20. So the sand's at 7 feet. I'll move everyone back to where they were. Sand's at 7 feet, so you're at 13 feet above the creature. Who's standing. Yeah. So Savamil will fire a sacred flame at it. All right. Helms Horror has to make a DC 14 dexterity saving throw. Roll. Oh, it got a 13, one under than what it needed. So it takes 9 radiant damage as this blast of white hot, holy radiant energy descends upon it. And that's it for Savamil. He's going to sort of prepare himself as it goes to the Helmed Horror. You look down after receiving that attack. It's still looking up and begins to slowly rise and lift up into the air. Becomes level with you, Gemma. and will attack with its. First of all, it will. It seems to swipe its hand and do this swirl with its hand and spin, and sand bursts up and towards your face.
Pocket sand?
Pocket sand.
No.
With a 20 to hit.
Miss.
So you take only 2 piercing damage, but you do have to make a dexterity saving throw for me, please.
Okay. Let's go, Gemma. That's a nat 1.
Oh, caught completely off surprise.
Wait. Yeah, that'll be fine. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll save it.
The sand splashes into your face and gets into your eyes, and you are blinded until the start of your next turn.
Okay.
Start of your turn. You're blinded. With that, goes to swing at you with his sword. Because you're blinded, he has advantage.
That's gross. I guess to do both of those things.
And he flies.
Yes, it does. That's another 20 to hit. So that's going to be 11 slashing damage.
Cool.
So now this thing is in the air. It's currently at level with you all. Go ahead and give it wings so we know it's flying. And that's its turn. It's going to be Willa. You all saw this thing rise, throw sand in Gemma's face, and then swing at her. What are you doing, Willa? You're also standing on this. Sorry, but you're standing on this rocky ledge, and so where you're at, you can't currently get any closer per se.
Right.
Unless people moved around.
Okay.
I'm not. You could push me.
Shove her off.
I'm like dead serious. You can push me off because then I'll be out of its range.
Oh my goodness. I know. Okay. What would Willa do? That's what I'm gonna say.
Yeah. What would
First she says, "Well, I guess he ain't friendly." Would it be an action to kind of grab Gemma and switch, like push her behind me and switch places with her? Or was that a bonus action?
Movement.
I consider it a double move.
A double
That's
double move?
yeah, which you have. So, yeah, you can do that.
Okay. Yeah,
You
as
can
soon
do
as she sees Gemma get hit, she's going to grab her shoulders and be like, "Hold on, Gemma." Push her.
Gemma, you want to
Nice.
move your thing to
Yeah,
the
yeah.
side so we'll okay.
Sweet.
I
Thank
prefer
you.
that than being pushed. Thank you. I don't know why I didn't think about that. Should have suggested that first.
Kind of quickly taking Gemma, and she's blinded, kind of covering her eyes. You move her behind you, switch spots, and you look towards the Helms horror who's floating in front of you.
Jim is just screaming, push me off the whole time.
I'm
Was like,
also
no.
bleeding profusely from.
Yeah,
Just let me
bleeding
die.
a bit.
Oh, I'm like super.
She switches places with Gemma. She's gonna like puff out her arms. And she's gonna say, "Stay away!" and kind of like yell outwards and do use her breath weapon. Just 11 force for
Right,
DC
the
12.
force. You exhale your energy of force, and it seems completely unaffected by this as you breathe outward, and it just doesn't budge.
All right.
Good try. But this thing seems... Yeah, well, I won't say any more. Is anything else for you, Willa?
That's it.
Okay. It's Gemma's turn. You rub the eyes out of your... You rub the sand out of your... Rub the eyes out of your eyes. Suck it. No, you rub the sand out of your eyes.
You know, you don't need that.
Yeah.
Like Event Horizon. Right.
Yeah, exactly.
Can I stumble my way back down, like the thing?
Well, you're 17 feet up, so it's kind of high.
13.
13. Still high. You can attempt to sort of try and leap down and do like a maneuver to get down to the sand. Sure. So if you want to get down, like leap off, go ahead and roll an acrobatics check or athletics.
Okay. Either or.
Either or.
Okay. I'll try that, actually. So she's gonna try to get down and shimmy down, like with the sand in her eyes. Her eyes understand for.
She'd probably have to come over here based on the rock ledge that's there.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay. 21. Nice. Fantastic. You managed to leap down and do like a nice maneuver roll on the sand.
Like hip deep in sand now.
Yeah. You land on it, but that'll cost you 10 feet of movement.
That's okay. And I'll scramble back this way for another, I guess.
The
15.
sand is also difficult terrain.
So you said 10 or 15?
10 to get down to the bottom.
10, 20, 30. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, you get to the edge of the stair. You're at least able to probably...
30. Yeah.
Yeah, you're at least able to probably get your hands up on some of the stair there.
Okay. I just want to get off of the shifting part of the sand.
Okay.
And,
well, you're still technically in the sand.
Okay.
Yeah. You will need to. You need to roll a. Check my notes here.
What if I just use my movement, my action to double move? I'll just scramble away from it up the.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah, I'll just do that, and then
try
to recuperate myself with my action.
Yeah, kind of. Okay, cool. Double move, get up to the top of the stair. Able to recover a bit. All right, that's your turn, Razik. You're down to the south near the door. You are currently sort of Spider-Man-ing it horizontally. You're literally standing on the wall outward.
Oh, beautiful.
So
I don't have to be actively rowing. That's awesome.
Yeah.
No, we just did that, so it was cool.
Cool. I mean, I was gonna do a whole thing, but I'll go ahead and just run along the wall because that's the coolest thing I think I could do.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna run along the wall, maybe do some parkour off this next rock formation as I bounce back and forth, and I will, in one depth motion, just kind of like pull out a kunai and chuck it at the center mass of the thing, knowing that my psychic blades are useless against inanimate objects.
Okay.
So that's going to be a dagger, and is Willow within 5 feet? So I get my sneak. So that is going to be a regular old dagger throw at... Is that enough range? I always forget it's 20 feet, right?
Okay. 20 feet.
Yep, 20 feet. Dagger throw.
Sweet.
Sneak. 19.
Nice. Let me see here. It
the judges.
deflects off of its armor.
Son of a bitch.
What?
Fuck.
Yeah.
Razik looks gobsmacked. And I guess I'll end my turn. I look immediately, I guess up from where I am, and I see another formation, rising horizontally out of the sand. What is this formation that is in front of me? On the map?
Pink. Oh, that's a pillar. So
That's
that
a pillar,
goes from
okay.
floor to ceiling.
Okay, beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay. That's my turn.
Okay. Alrighty, it's Anton.
Anton also switches with Willa. Can we play musical stone standing places?
Yes, I'll allow it. There's probably some rules to this, but it's fine in the circumstances.
I mean, I don't have to. I can chuck something at it. It's just in a really awkward spot. He is going to. What?
Do you want to move forward, or I was going to move Willa forward? Willa, do you mind moving and switching with Anton?
Yeah. She feels the shoulder. She's like, "Whoa!"
Yeah, we're sort of doing a fighter maneuver here, where we're starting to weave in and out and work in synergy.
I feel like it makes sense.
Yeah.
You know?
We call it the shitty phalanx.
After she does her
the poor man's phalanx,
her breath weapon, he the shitty phalanx. That's one of our moves or attack moves. Anton comes in and moves in with his Kopesh. Let's see. Does a 9 hit?
Nope.
Oh, crap.
Goes wide.
Okay. That sucks. What about he goes around and he takes a stab with his short sword with a 13. I bet that hits.
Yeah, his sword deflects it.
It's like, ah. And then he spins around and he does another low attack with his Kopesh for 23.
Oh, that one will hit.
All right.
Nice.
Doing 9 magical slashing, and he has to make his DC 13 con save. Unless he's like immune to poison. I don't know. It's armor.
It doesn't seem to affect the object.
Okay, great.
Without a blood system.
And then
Nervous system.
he'll stand on guard. And that's Anton's turn.
Okay. Savamel takes out his crossbow, puts it on the shoulder of Anton, fires. Come on. Oh, I don't know why I had advantage selected. Unfortunately, it's a 13, so goes wide. Blast. That's about all I can do. What's our strategy here, guys?
We're doing it. Shitty
what is
phalanx,
armor?
shitty phalanx.
Not like being worn.
The helmed horror will use its bonus action to withdraw, which it can do as a bonus action.
What is this thing?
And then flies over,
Oh,
trying to
cool. We're having a
strike
wall
against-
fight. Flying wall fight. I'm here for it.
Yeah. It actually first attack will, as it flies towards you, it kicks up some sand that goes towards your face, Razik, with a sand blast for an 18.
Was that a con save?
Well, does 18 hit you?
An 18 hits, yes.
Okay. Well, first damage, which is 9 piercing against your face, and you have to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh no, dexterity. I eat dexterity saving throws for breakfast, sir.
Yes,
Yeah,
you do. 27. You immediately, although it strikes your hand, you get some damage from the sharpness of this attack. You block your eyes, and you are not blinded. He goes into swing.
I invented
one-handed.
pocket sand.
Oh, I got a nat 1. Shoot. Okay. Well, let's roll a D100. Got a 13, which means I drop my weapon.
Yeah.
The helmed horror just goes to swing and just loses his hand. It loses his sword and drops into the sand, landing straight down into it. That's the helmed horror's turn. Even structures make mistakes.
How
Beautiful. Can I
high
use
is
my
this
telekinetic reprisal after it attacked me? And I took.
Hold on, what
No,
were you
go,
saying,
go for it.
Gemma?
No, let him finish his turn. Sorry. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Razik.
No, I was saying I would like to use
Reprisal?
my telekinetic reprisal after the sand hits me and he does damage to me. I can make him make a with my gift at the Gem Dragon. DC is 8 plus proficiency bonus plus Ka. So that is going to be proficiency is 3. 8, so 11 plus Ka is 2. So 13, I believe.
13 to hit.
13 save.
Okay.
It is a strength saving throw.
Strength saving throw. Okay. Let's see.
8 plus 3.
Got 18.
Dang. All right, but on a failed save, you take 2d8 or half as much. So
But
you
that-
still take 2d8. Just half of
Oh,
it.
still take 2d8. Okay.
Yep, so you take 6 damage. As I kind of hold
Oh.
my hand up and just kind of psychically blast you a little bit.
Is it psychic damage?
I think it's force. Yeah, it's force damage.
Force damage?
Yep, and you're not pushed.
Doesn't seem to affect him.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
Oh, cool.
Doesn't seem to affect him. Something about that type. I don't know.
See if he wants to join our team. Awesome. You guys are awesome.
It's Willa's turn.
Okay. Willa is going to take a step back and get in like a running stance and use her bonus action to run forward and use her ring of jumping to jump over this sand to the next pillar or block of rock.
I
You
think
can easily do so.
I don't think you have to use it again because I think when you cast it the first time, it uses as the jump spell, so you have it for like a duration, unless the duration's like, I don't know, just instant.
It's under treasures. You should have access to it if you want to take a look at it.
Yeah.
While wearing this ring, you can cast a jump spell from it as a bonus action at will. So it doesn't
1
matter.
minute. So, but it lasts for 1 minute. So,
Okay.
Well,
if you wanted to use your bonus, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I did just use it, so it should
You
still
did.
be going.
It would still be going. So
Okay.
yeah,
Nice.
nice call, Mike.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's not a far distance with the ring of jumping. So you Matrix style leap, laying on the other rock, technically 10 feet higher than the previous rock that you were at.
Nice.
And so you're sort of looking down a bit. On the other side of the pillar is where the Helms horror is.
Okay. So that was 5, 10, 15 to jump. Can I keep running and jumping to the next pillar?
You can.
30?
You can.
Cool. She lands and like does a parkour tumble and keeps running forward.
Tom
and
Cruise style.
Long jumps over there.
Yeah, easily can do it. Boom, knocks, jumps over to the next one, lands. That's all your movement though. But you land, you're facing the Helmed Horror. And
As
Razik.
she lands, she like quickly takes out her crossbow and will shoot an arrow his way.
Nice.
For what is that?
It would just be
it
the
should be
13.
Yeah.
Miss. Hits the rock. The wall right above it.
All right.
Kind of moving too fast, didn't get a good steady aim, but cool turn nonetheless.
Sweet.
You load another bolt, and it goes to Gemma. It's on the stair.
I'm not blind anymore. Like I can rub the sand out of my eyes. It's pretty,
Oh yeah, you did last turn.
it's rough. It's like everywhere.
It gets everywhere.
Yeah. She like clears her eyes and she sees it and focuses in on it and feels like she can do something about it, and she holds her hands out and makes like a crushing kind of motion with her hands as she casts warp metal at it, feeling like she can affect the metal in this construct itself.
Well done.
But I gotta make a wild magic search.
Yes. Let's see what happens.
I made it. Woo!
I made it. Okay.
Oh, great.
Metal construct suffers.
It'll only take 2 bludgeoning because I rolled really low, but it also gets like disadvantage on ability checks, saving throws, attack rolls that involve strength and dex. Can't cast spells.
You can't cast spells that require somatic components.
Correct. Yes, that part too.
And you cast spell at the start of each of your turns. Okay. And has disadvantage. So you just remind me of the damage, and I'll remember the disadvantage on any check, saving throw, or attack roll. That's pretty good. Well done.
She just feels like she can reach out with her magic and somehow affect it, just like by instinct.
Yep, and you have range on that?
Yeah,
60 feet, right? Yep. Oh, yeah, 55 feet. Yeah, reaching out. Razik, you can see the structure reaching out. And also, you're basically the same level, Gemma, someone wanted to point out. So you're able to clear over the rock and reach it. But Razik, you see the helmed horror almost seem to like crush a bit and almost like tighten, and like the focus shifts from the helmed horror to beyond, and you can see like over its shoulder towards Gemma, who's like focusing all her might with her hands, using her magic. That's your turn, Gemma?
Yes, that's my turn.
All right. Razik, seeing that that sort of rack focus over to Gemma and then back, you know that it's under some magic effects right now.
Mm-hmm. Is there some room for movement vertically above it? Like if I were to say like wanting to, I'm kind of asking you to think like, you know, Matrix wall style. If I were to like sort of like do like a up and then flank, so that I could be like, okay, cool.
Yes,
without
you
like
can.
Exiting his range. Okay, cool. So I would like to do
because the ceiling's at 50 feet and you're about 20 feet up. So yeah, you have about 30 feet that you can go around.
Seeing Willow's incredible parkour, that I will compliment her on later. Razik sort of like moves into position to compliment his teammate as he moves up and behind the helmed horror, seeing sort of like where it's bending in some of its metally parts. I pull out 2 kunais, one in each hand, and I drive one into its armor, or at least I try to, with a regular non-sneaky attack.
You shivved it?
Oh, sorry. I don't know why I rolled sneak. I don't have that selected.
Oh, sorry. When I played your character, I added a sneak attack, so you wouldn't have to be selected.
Okay, gotcha.
I forgot to tell you.
So 13 for my first one.
It just hits metal.
Can I make an offhand bonus with no modifier?
Yeah, I feel like you could probably do that, right?
Anyone can.
I think a bonus action, right?
that.
Bonus action attack with your offhand.
Bonus action.
You just can't
Correct.
add the thing.
Yeah, for
so
sure.
That is going to be. Sorry, I'm just trying to figure out what the modifier was. So it should be +5. So I guess that's just subtract 5 from his next roll, which is a 25. So that means a 20.
Yes.
I got a 20.
Come on.
As I, with my offhand,
You like that first attack was like it bounced against the metal, and then you found like a place in between the plates and like it's focused in on there and like shoved it in. That hits for 6 piercing damage.
Sweet. The metal's softer where Gemma did her magic. And I'm gonna end my turn.
That's your turn. It's going to go to Anton.
Anton curses to himself for his lack of ranged attacks, but sees that it's at 20. Oh shit! What does a hand axe does? Just at 20. Sweet. Okay. Anton takes out one of his hand axes, looks at it, looks at the helm horror, looks at it, looks at the helm horror, and just chucks it, trying to not hit Razik with it. With an 18. Oh shit.
You see the helm like turn back slightly and sensing it, and then just has the shield and deflects it. The axe lands into the sand below.
And he sees Razik looking at him, and he like gives him a thumbs up because he doesn't have eyebrows.
Razik looks at it questioningly.
You're like, why doesn't he have any eyebrows? Oh yeah,
he must have a plan.
Is there anything else Anton wants to do?
No, there's nothing. Sorry, Justin, I lost one of your hand axes. It's lost to the sands forever.
Okay, checking something. All right, I will roll. I didn't do this for last round. Luckily, it didn't apply, but I'll do it this time. 9. The sand rises 9 feet.
Oof.
Oh. Wait, no, that's good, right?
Not if we're doing 6 damage to this guy a turn.
Well, that means some of us can run across the sand, right?
Right, and get up easier.
Yeah, well, I don't remember all the heights. Like, I'm at 30, I think.
Can we just get out? Is the other door
you're
open?
at 20.
I'm at 20?
There's.
Okay.
You're at 20. These people are at 20. Willa's at 15, but the sand is now above that rock, Willa. It's at 16 feet. So it is 1 foot over that rock. So it's kind of like at your knees now.
Mm-hmm.
So and Razik, because you weren't here last time, the door on the other side is at 20 feet up from ground zero.
That's where Gemma is?
No, it's further south.
Okay, that's where I was.
There is a door there, and that's the exit. Exit to the south. To the north is treasure. And that's where we're at. All right, so Savamil. So that's 20 feet up, 16 feet. That's only 4 feet down. Man, okay. Interesting. I think he'll just stay there for now. He's going to fire another crossbow bolt. 21. Nice. That one strikes true for 6 piercing.
Woo, 6 damage club.
Right.
Small victories. The helmed horror goes
He
to
ignores Razik and floats
turn. Yeah, it descends down and goes into the sand to retrieve its sword.
Attack of opportunity.
Right. Yep, go for it.
Oh.
With one of my daggers. Reach
Actually,
out.
sorry, bonus action withdraw.
Oh,
That's what he
you
does.
son of a bitch. It's fine.
Miss
I got a
it.
12 anyway.
Goes into the sand, comes back out. Lower. Oh, it's 16 feet.
It's so ominous. I just imagine all like the sand like seeping out of the armor. It's not inhabited.
Oh yeah, totally.
Creepy.
Seeping out as it lifts up, and will fly here.
He went to get his sword.
and will swing at you, Willow.
All right.
I got an 8. Swings again. 9. Ooh, lucky for you. Lucky. That's the Helmed Horror's turn. Will, it's your turn. As you face it, it's standing technically 1 foot above you on top of the sand, partially kind of almost floating on it. And you look up as you just dodged 2 attacks at you. What are you doing?
All right, time to swing. I believe that her maul is still glowing with the Rite of the Frozen. I don't think that goes away.
How long does that last?
Oh man, that's a good question. Hold on.
Oh man.
Good for all of us to know to reference. Because you cast it in the crystal room. It's been some time. Some time has passed since then.
I think if you don't let go of it, is it the brand of castigation or the
Crimson
Rite of the First?
Rite of the
Crimson Rite.
It lasts until you finish a short or long rest, which we haven't done.
You haven't done since you cast it. Oh no, well yeah, you did. Because we healed. We didn't short rest after the crystal.
Right.
Yeah.
Because
we
weren't allowed to short rest anymore.
So yeah, you still have it.
Fantastic.
Sweet. Okay, it is still glowing purple.
Nice.
Purple frozen crystals.
So
Okay.
this cold
She's going
purple
to
energy.
swing. She swings at his shins because it's right in front of her. For I don't know why that's for 14.
14. It's his leg lifts as it swings underneath.
She'll swing again for a second attack. 25.
Oh, you slam it against the other one that didn't lift, and go ahead and roll damage.
Sweet. That's 4 cold and 12 bludgeoning.
Okay. All right. It seems to deal the damage you expected as you slam the maul against its leg, and this sort of purple ice shatters outward around the shin, and you can see it react like that. Sort of look down and back up at you. Anything else for you?
As a bonus action, I want to try this. As a bonus action, she's going to go up to him closer and grab him by his torso, by his legs.
Heck
He
yeah.
ain't going nowhere.
Trying to grapple him.
You're Chowd suing him. Watch out.
Oh, you're grabbing onto this
It works
armor. You need to make an athletics check.
All right. 10.
All right.
Oh,
He makes stuff at disadvantage too, though.
Oh yes, he does.
Good call, man.
Because he's all heated.
Ooh.
He's being
So,
crushed.
23.
Not heated, he's being crushed by
23.
magic. All thanks to that spell. All thanks to that spell, he would have made it, but he got
It's a
an
good
8.
spell.
Yeah.
So, the magic still crushing this construct. You grip onto it, and it's considered grappled for now.
Awesome.
Hell yes.
We're crushing him together.
Oh,
Magically.
Wait. Hold on. Sorry you did 2 swings with your maul.
Yeah.
How did you grapple it? That's an action.
Bonus action?
Yeah,
Oh,
she
it's an
said bonus
action.
action.
It's an action.
Ah, okay.
It's an action. Yeah. I'm sorry to take that, but yeah. Unless you had another action.
No, I don't have another
Okay.
action. No.
All right. Unfortunately,
Right.
I'm not able to do it.
Okay.
Anything with your bonus action that you'd want to do?
I don't think so. No.
Okay.
No, she's
Okay.
good.
All right. Maybe next one. Gemma, your turn.
First, it takes. Where are you? It takes another 2 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Oh, you know what? That's incorrect. I have it as 2s8 for some reason instead of 2d8, so it's just giving me.
Yeah, it gave you 2. You
time.
actually it did that last time too.
Yeah,
So
I mean, I'll take that, but let me.
Well, just roll this
again?
one.
Yeah.
Just roll this one. That's fine.
I was like 2. God, that was terrible.
I assume that
11.
you knew something that I didn't, Mike. It's like 2s8.
No. So 11 bludgeoning. And she's going to double move and scramble back up the platform here and be like, hey, did you guys miss me? Not really, but like
How
it
far
going
are
over
those
there?
3 above the sand right now? Anton's
It's,
Gemma.
4 feet.
Yeah, actually 4 feet. So I
There.
can scramble up.
Okay.
Yeah, you can make it up. No problem.
Okay.
Just double move up onto the rock.
Yeah. And,
Double move through the sand.
Yeah.
But
So
yeah.
that's how much I would need anyways, because I think with a double move with the sand, I would be at the bottom anyways. So just trying to get back into the action. She's right there. And that's it.
At this point too, you're seeing you see the metal start to just be crushed and like dented and by like this force before your eyes. You're seeing it like being crushed slightly. It's looking damaged. It looks really damaged. But it's going to go to Razik now.
It feels like you're crushing it more with your grapple. Oh, you're not grappling it. Never mind.
It's too
If
warped
you
for me to grapple.
That would have been awesome if you're like, oh, cool.
Okay. How high am I on the sidewall from the sand that is rising?
Since you went around into the same level, you're at 20 feet from ground level, so you are currently 4 feet. You're level with your companions to the north there.
Okay, so 4 feet above the sand?
Yes.
Okay, I'm just gonna step down because this looks ridiculous. Step slightly down. Wait, fuck. No, actually, I don't step down because if I do that, I can't do this. I breathe in, and I like focus on the minute grains of sand around me as I become fully self-aware. And I take one of my daggers and I give it a little kiss, and I envision it flying into the heart of the thing. And I use my bonus action to steady aim as I throw it at Hell's heart with advantage. Sorry, that should be with advantage. My bad. Boop. 24.
Nice. Strikes right through between the plates to the neck area, where there's a bit of energy there, and
Oof. 5 sneak, 8 piercing. I rolled like dog garbage for that sneak.
it seems to be just enough, Razik. As you toss it in, how do you finish off the helmed horror?
I see the weak point where Gemma warped it, and I hammered at it earlier with the knives. And there's just a little chink in its armor that I just kind of become fully aware of as I let the dagger fly, and it breaks through, I think.
Right as it does so, it looks back, and if there was a face there, you know it would be a face of
It's Macaulay Culkin face.
But it looks back, empty helm, and the armor just collapses into a heap of metal. Parts of the bracers and the chest part like fall off the rock and land on the sand. And combat is over.
Now I step down.
And Todd says, "Get my hand axe down there, Razik."
I do before it's kind of already buried in some sand, but I do go digging for it desperately, along with my own dagger.
We are still in. We have to do new turns because of the sand and the way it affects with the mechanics of the room.
Oh, it didn't stop.
Let's go ahead and roll. No, it did not. I need everyone to just roll initiative again.
Can he still get my dagger or hand axe? Can he still get Anton?
On his turn? On his turn?
Gross. Don't do it if it puts you at risk. Also, I think we should still go for this treasure in the...
I think we should go for the treasure too.
But you can get up to the room. The door first.
I can dash and not be affected by difficult terrain also is a thing.
You'll have to get on the wall anyways just to get to the...
Oh, that's true.
Oh, you also have Willa's 50-foot length of rope because I couldn't find your shortened rope in your pack.
Didn't I have like 20 feet or something?
I thought
was
you
like
did.
20 feet.
It's not in your pack. I was like,
I might have used it. I might have used it to tie somebody up.
I might have cut it up into smaller pieces,
so.
like 3-inch length.
I was tracking that rope pretty. I was like, I got 50 feet of rope. It was this much.
I will give you this only because you weren't here last time, Rom. But before you step down onto the sand, it's not your turn yet. It's going to be Gemma. Before you do, just know that Anton did the same and they had to pull him out. There are pockets of air because this shifting sand, although you can walk on it, there are areas where you take the risk of possibly falling through.
I see. We got a real minesweeper type situation going on.
It's going to be Gemma's turn. And what do you want to do first? Do you say out loud that you want to do treasure? Like, whoa. We're all in rounds, so...
Oh, no, I say, you know, I think we had discussed this before, like to open the door and then come back for the treasure before we, ended last game.
You did say that, yeah.
Oh, this difficult terrain shit. Okay. 10, 20. Oh, man. I don't want to die. Gemma is going to try to double move and I can't move through Sawmill. Can I do one of these? Double move? Which would be like I don't know how to get out of
You know what? This probably would have affected your turn. I'm so sorry. Let me roll that d20 for...
Okay.
Yeah, 19. So the sand rises
19 feet?
19 feet.
What?
Oh, so it's level with us, right? But
No.
it was under. We're
19
20, right?
plus 16.
Oh, okay. Great.
So it rises really high up.
What's the math? What is it at?
35.
35? Do we all get buried?
Sounds like it. Except for, oh, no, Razik's lower, too.
You just see a thumbs up.
No, we don't, because we're buried. Buried.
Well, as you're getting buried.
So
just die.
Hold on.
Okay, all right. I don't know what I could do on 35.
not lava. Okay. You are partially lifted up by the sand, but you sink a number of feet equal to the rate of rising divided by 1d4. This is the room of math. The true puzzle.
The worst. It's like the worst trap for the DM.
The final boss, the real
Sure.
BBEG.
Oh, it's terrible for me.
It's mathematics.
So let me roll 1d4.
Oh, okay, you're doing the math.
Yeah, I have to do the math.
Okay. I feel better.
I'm not going to
No,
do the math.
you must solve the math as part of the puzzle.
Guys, my internet, it's suddenly
Oh
going.
no, I died.
Bad.
Well, guys, it's fine.
No, I'm just going to die because I'd rather do that than the math. Than addition and subtraction.
Divided by the rate. Jeez, why did I do this to myself?
Remember to cube it.
Multiply by pi and then the square root
Yeah,
of
I'm just gonna do.
movement.
You raise by 8 feet. So you're this.
All of us were raised by 8 feet, right?
All of you raised by 8 feet.
So I'm at 28.
So yeah, so players need to be at. Okay, so now we need a separate
So
thing
now
here.
only
Hold
7
on.
feet below.
So the players are at 28 feet, right? So.
And the treasure was in the northern part of the room.
Yep.
Yeah, you see this
Yeah.
this thing right here.
So you are all
Northern
partially
part.
under the sand, but
There's no light in there, Rousing.
not fully.
No.
You're all under the sand right now.
So hold on, it's at 35. We're at 28,
28.
which
Yes.
is a 7-foot difference. If I'm 5 feet tall, then there's only a 2-foot difference between the surface and the top of my head.
Well, you're considered in a 5-foot cube. Doesn't matter
Okay.
how tall you're considered in a 5-foot cube. You're 5 feet. Each below that.
So our
So-
head is at 28.
I guess.
No, your whole body's at 28. You're in a cube, 28 feet below the surface, or 28 feet from the bottom. So yeah, don't think about like your head, your feet. You are at 28 feet, so you're 7 feet below the surface.
All
right?
of us.
And
How tall is the
All of
room?
us.
okay, I'm just gonna use the numbers. Doesn't matter how tall I am. Then how?
No, it doesn't
what
matter how
is-
tall you are.
Great. Yeah. So what is the thing that I have to do to break the surface? Do I
Right.
just have to use movement?
So I want to make sure I explain this correctly and have it make sense. You are currently you're considered restrained and you're considered blinded because you can't see and you're restrained partially. No, you're blinded and deafened.
Restrained, blinded, and deafened.
Yes.
If I'm restrained, then it doesn't matter because my speed becomes 0 anyways. Okay, so that's my turn. I can't do anything.
Hold on. You can try and escape from it using an athletics check, a strength or athletics check.
Cool.
So you're not just like completely helpless. You can try and break out of it. So you make an athletics check.
But do
Make
I
an
break?
athletics check.
When I do that, do I break the 7 feet out of the? I'll just do it. Let's see what you say.
Yeah.
That's a -1. Did I break the surface of the sand puzzle?
And negative
Unfortunately,
You sink more.
You're just
check.
no. You're unable to do anything. You're swimming in sand as it has risen and overtaken you. You can, if there's possibly anything you want to do with your bonus action, it's about all you got.
Yep.
Okay.
Don't worry, Anton's gonna save you.
Anton
This
is
is pretty
also
stressful.
20.
Oh,
7 feet
wow.
under the surface. Everyone is 7 feet under the surface.
So we got our first character inspiration redemption in chat. Goes to
Oh,
Gemma.
shit.
I'll allow you to use that now if you'd like for your athletics
Oh
check.
yeah. Thanks whoever.
Thanks,
that
Skips
was.
Jensberg.
woo!
This is 8.
Money well spent.
Now,
Well,
once for
luckily, it
you,
didn't cost
Charlie.
any real
Thanks.
money. It didn't cost any real money. It just
For
points in
2,000
chat.
more,
Appreciate it.
you could give her inspiration.
Yeah. Not as terrible,
You're a
but
closer.
still trapped in the sand. It's gonna go to
Wait a
Razor.
minute. It still is terrible. That is terrible.
Oh, it's still terrible. Yeah, you're just not like frozen. So you at least try. You at least try to get out. Razik, you can also do an athletics check to try and break out.
All right. I will do an. You sure I can't do acrobatics?
It has to be athletics, unfortunately.
Dang it. All right. 12.
What did I set the DC? Is that is enough, Razik. You are able to break free from the restraint.
See a
Now
fist
you can
burst through the sand.
Well, you can try and move up, right? And it's only 7 feet, so yeah, 5 feet up, burst through, and double move up. I'll say.
Well, I'm gonna look for Anton's hand axe. I'm just kidding. It's like 30 feet off the ground.
It's like,
but my dagger.
Get that goddamn hand axe I got at the flea market.
Yeah, Razik, you burst out of the sand, and you can see all of your friends. All the rocks that were there are, obscured, and it's just like pure straight sand, just overflowing the room, and you don't see anyone.
All right, you gave me rope, right? Was that what you were saying?
You have 50 foot of. You have Willa's 50-foot rope.
Beautiful.
Rope.
I am going to run along the wall. I'm gonna step up. I assume that's like 5 feet. And I'm gonna run along the side of this baby. And
you have 40 feet move speed, right?
Oh, I do. Thank you so much. I actually forgot.
Well, why I asked is
I do, because I have mobile. Yeah, I have mobile.
But you spent 10 to get out.
Oh, I did? Okay.
Yeah.
All right, that makes sense.
So you have an additional 30.
So I can make it to there. I do so, and as I do, I throw out the rope from the wall to I see sand bubbles or something. I don't know. I see the telltale signs of my friend's desperation under the sand. And I throw a rope just kind of uselessly onto it, onto the surface. And I'm like, guys, I've got you. Reach for the rope.
That's your turn.
And that's my turn.
Yeah, Savamil will try and break free as well.
I'll throw the rope like right in the middle.
13. He is able to break free and burst. You see his hand like on top of the surface, like trying to find the rope, and is able to get out. He'll at least get out and grab onto the rope, and keep it there, but kind of use it to sort of pull himself out of the area. 10, 15, 20, 25. He'll leave the rope there and walk at least over here, try and go against the wall. Unfortunately, because he's standing in the sand, he has to. We'll see what happens if he sinks. 1d10. He sinks 3 feet. So he gets against the wall and his feet kind of sink in, and it's like up to his, thighs area. That's his turn. And you know what? That was his move. To 3 creatures of your choice within range. Unfortunately, you're out of range, Willa, but everyone else should be in range. He's going to use Bless to give everyone an extra bit of boost on their checks. So attack rolls and saving throws. You have a D4.
Saving throws, right?
Yep.
Attack rolls and saving throws, not ability checks.
Oh, right. I was trying to be helpful.
Darn.
Damn you, Salvi.
He still doesn't sign. He bless you guys. Good luck.
He does the same thing, but it's Beacon of Hope.
Or thought he'd be with you or whatever.
You all,
right.
everyone except for Willa has advantage on wisdom saving throws and death saving throws. At least it's
Ooh.
something. At least it's something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's great.
Death saving throws.
Hopefully we don't get to that point. So that's gonna last up to a minute. Anything I can do to help? I'm trying. I'm sorry. Anton, use athletics.
Right. I'm Anton. I'm Anton.
I'm Anton.
I'm Anton. 24.
24. He's able to break
Just, like,
free and
tries to climb out of it too. And he grabs onto the rope and he looks around and doesn't see Gemma. And can he do anything with his action to try to like scramble for her? I feel that's in the same sort of like vein of his character.
Can she use like assist or something, or the help action or something?
No, she
absolutely.
already used her.
Ah, gotcha.
Yeah, not her, but
Was that his action though to use the ability check?
it is. It's
Okay.
It is an action.
That's
to-
fine. Well, then he's just scrambling. He's just like, Gemma! Gemma!
Oh no, he's splitting. Mike's played too many characters in too short of a time period.
I can't keep it straight. Yeah, so he's just kind of thrashing and digging desperately, trying to find where Gemma is. Well,
I will say-
but he does pull himself up, though, right?
Yeah, for sure. A future reference, you can use your action if you're free. You can use your action to athletics to pull or to provide the help action.
Yeah,
Anton
but he needed his thing to get up, though, right?
Yeah, no, I know. I'm saying
Oh,
future
okay.
reference. If you're not restrained, you can use your action to use athletics to pull someone out, or use a help action to help someone else get out.
Beautiful.
But he is also still standing on the sand, 1d10.
But he's holding himself with a rope, right?
Yeah, he's holding the rope. Doesn't mean he doesn't sink.
Then why is he holding the rope?
Because now he can pull himself out easier. But the sand sinks. He's sinking. So I got 9. So it was not an even number. So he doesn't sink. He's good.
Nice.
So wait,
So-
holding the rope doesn't anchor you to where you are in the on the rope? Like you're still sliding down the rope while you're holding it?
Yeah. You wouldn't. The rope wouldn't just keep you in place. Your body's still sinking, and the rope would be above you if you're still holding on to it. You know what I'm saying? It's like
No,
water.
I don't, because the sand is shifting above us. So if it's enveloping us,
No. The sand that I just rolled for was for you if you sink into it. You
right?
get
but
above
if
it, and you're
if
sinking back
If
down.
you're hanging off a rope, though, you're anchored to one spot, though, right? So, like, I'm not sliding down a rope. I don't want to kill Anton. So, I mean, if the rope doesn't do anything, then that's future reference.
The rope does something, dude. It just keeps him from falling past a certain distance. If you think about it, you're standing on sand. Rope is tied taut up to that point. This is Anton, if you can see me. This is Anton. If the rope is taut and he sinks, he goes like this.
But why
and
is
he
he
would
sinking?
go like that? Because the sand has pockets of air. I've
But
explained
I mean,
that.
like if I pull myself up to a certain point, then I wouldn't be sinking, right?
The rope's not an iron rod. It's a rope.
I know. Okay. I guess I didn't sink, so it doesn't matter. So he'll just run over to the side if he.
I mean, does that make sense to everyone else, or does that just like not make sense?
No, that makes
It makes sense. It makes sense. Yeah.
It does.
Okay.
I didn't know you had to. If you do move, you have to do that, or if you don't move as well, it's just whatever.
If your turn ends and you're still standing on the sand, I roll to
Gotcha.
see if you sink or not.
Gotcha.
On an even number, you sink. On an odd number, you stay.
Gotcha. I thought it was more of like a Minesweeper style situation where certain squares were blocked off as like
It's sort of random because the sand
Florida style sinkholes. So
Yeah.
no, that makes sense.
Okay, cool. So now it's Willa's turn. You can use an athletics to see if you get out.
That is a 22.
22, nice. You easily burst out of the sand, get on top. 10 feet movement to get on top of the sand now. No longer restrained.
Awesome.
What do you do with the rest of your movement? Or
so I have 20 feet left. I think the only person missing, she takes a look to see who's there. The only person missing is Gemma, right?
Yeah, you can't see Gemma.
Okay.
She's probably fine.
You do see Anton. You see Anton trying to like dig a bit and like
right.
Yeah.
In an act 5, 10, 15 of desperation, since we had talked about the sand, maybe stopping afterwards, she's going to kind of trudge against the sand, go to this back door at the south and open it. She'll try and open it.
Okay. It double move through the sand still.
Double move?
Technically, you could just jump.
It's difficult terrain.
Technically, you could just use your jump, right? Because it's right there.
You could use your jump.
Good point. She'll jump.
Bonus act. Okay. Yeah, that you can do for sure. Land. Yeah, the door is just, you can kind of almost see like the very top of the door. It's like you're almost looking down on it. The sand is partially covering the door.
Okay, so she'll
can't
stick her hand down there and.
Okay, yeah, you can try.
Feel around for a doorknob.
Okay, go ahead and roll a strength check to just try and plow your hand into the sand and do that.
Right. Oh, that wasn't right. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it might be the same thing.
Okay, 15.
Still a 4, so I'll allow the first. 17. You're able to slam your hand in there and find the handle, and it opens outward, or towards the opposite way, and sand just starts like pouring in, and you can see inside.
Awesome. Does the sand take me in with it, or am I good?
If you let it, you can probably slide into it. Yeah.
She'll try and stay where she is. I just didn't know how powerful it was. Yeah.
If you want to hold on, you can probably try and grip onto like the door frame.
Yeah.
Okay. That's fine. Yeah, it's not like pulling you in, but you can go in if you want to. You just see an empty room, and that's probably your turn.
Okay.
Okay, cool. All right, Gemma. Try and do your restrained again.
2. Does a 2 make it?
Ah, damn. No.
She's going to dig deep within
sorry.
herself.
This might help you. I have to roll because you're at the top of the round. This sand might sink. So let me roll a d20, see what happens here. That's a 2. So even number, it falls. It falls by 2 feet. So it's now
26.
23.
Yeah. So yeah, the sand is at 30. The sand level goes down, but to 33. And that will affect you as well.
30,
28, 28, 27, 26. So you're at 26. So you technically rise 2 feet, but it's still, you're just like, you can kind of almost reach outward and just not able to get out. But I'll say your hand probably is at least.
Well, she digs deep within herself and her eyes glow, and she uses her Tides of Chaos ability to manipulate the forces of chance and chaos to gain advantage on an attack roll, ability check, or saving throw.
Dope.
She's going to try to bust through the sand with a 14.
with that, you harness the energy necessary and using your magic almost launch yourself out of the sand and land on top.
And I grab onto Anton, like shaking off all the sand, and look around, and it's double move through the sand.
Yes.
And I'm just going to scramble. Oh, wait, it'll be 15. So I'm going to scramble onto the thing. He's like, go. Oh, is it still under the sand technically? Oh, shit. What happened? Okay.
Yeah. It is still under the sand.
Oh, good.
Up to the, it's flowing through the door.
Okay, but at least it would stop at 30, right? If I sunk. I'm on top, so you have to roll to see if I sink.
Correct. So I'll roll d10. Got a 1. I believe you just even number you sink. So you're good. You stay on top. You're good.
Okay.
So everyone is standing on the sand. So let's go ahead and, since we're basically at the top of the round, we're just going to go to Razik, but let's go ahead and take our first break right here, and we'll see you in a few. All right, welcome back. We're trying to get out of the sand room. I do want to say to everyone that I can't take credit for this room and one of the other rooms in this dungeon. I pulled it from this book, which I highly recommend to any dungeon master. It's a third-party book. We're not sponsored by them, but you should check it out. The Game Master's Book of Traps, Puzzles, and Dungeons has incredibly hard things in there. Pretty cool. So anyway, let's get back to it. We are stuck in the sand room trying to get out, and it is now Razik. Your turn.
I wonder what would happen if you asked ChatGPT to make a D&D dungeon. Anyway, that's my thought before I move.
I've done it before. It works.
Does it? I'm interested.
Pretty crazy. That's a whole other conversation.
We'll talk about it after. I am going to, seeing my friends emerge from the sand, I'm going to quickly bundle up the rope, throw it over a shoulder. So, I got it in the classic over the shoulder style, and I'm going to make my fast way over to, running along the wall. I'm going to dash and, whoops, sorry, I'm being a little sloppy with my arrows. I'm going to run back along the wall, Neo Matrix style, utilizing the dash action, and I'm going to try and make my way through the door on the south side of the room, the same one that Willa left through. Tears streaming in my eyes as I think about the treasure that we are abandoning.
We're not abandoning it. Go back. Go back. I think the general collective idea was that we thought that opening the door would disable the trap part of this room, making it easier to get the treasure.
Right. And it's decreasing, but
you're going to need a light spell or something because there's no light around the corner. And Razik would know this because he's the one that scouted it out.
Mm-hmm. Over in the northern corner of the room?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna chill here. I could actually move a little bit more with my dash action. I think I could move there. I can move there.
Okay.
And I've got the mobile feet, so if it was difficult terrain per se to be on the side of the wall and be all cool.
Yeah, you're able to slide in there.
And that's my turn.
Okay. All right, Savamel. Looks to you, Gemma. What should we do? Are we going for the treasure or are we going back? Oh, this brief exchange. Since we're in rounds, but do you have a response or no?
Oh no, we should make it to the door. There's no way I can get that treasure. I think we're gonna leave that up to Razik when we get to a safe place.
Okay, sounds good. I'm going to make my way back. All right. He will start to just go along the wall. Let's measure it out here. Can get there because it's double move. He'll spend his whole move action. Yeah, he can get to this corner. All right, roll a d10. 2. He falls 2 feet. So it's not anything. He just kind of just sinks a little bit where he's at and just hand against the wall. It goes to Anton.
How is he? Just 2 feet deep? Is he on top?
He's on top. He was scrambling originally for you, and then he had the rope, but I guess Razik took the rope, right?
Yeah.
With him.
Correct.
And he's just gonna say, "Come on, Gemma," and he's going to dash on top of the sand to at least this way. So that's double movement through all of the sand. And I guess you have to roll to see if he sinks.
Yes. Oh.
Nice.
Oh no, even number. That's good. Odd number falls. Even number stays. So that's like a nat 20. He stays on top. Runs across. And now it's Willa's turn.
Willa sees that the stand is still like going up and down. It's like, well, I guess that didn't work. She sees the other door in front of Razik, and she's like, well, maybe this door. She'll run forward and try to open that one. If there's a doorknob.
There is. You can open it if you click it.
All right. He opens it.
You can see the main hallway that you first entered. Doors 1, 2, and 3. You're in the past the door 2 area.
Okay.
And there's the main hallway to the west, and then you can see partially, although it's dark, passageway to your north.
Okay. She sees all that. She's like, oh, okay. And she'll go back in the room and see if anything changed.
All right. It will possibly shift here. D20. That's a 6. Even number it falls 6 feet. So starts to go back down. That's good. So 27. Thank you. 27 feet. Everyone else sinks down as well to that level. That's still in the room. So it's only 7 feet above the highest points. And this rock is now sticking out because it's at 30 feet from ground level. So it's 3 feet up. So that starts to pop out. You can see, Gemma, it's your turn.
Gemma looks around and she says, "There's no key. It must be back in the treasure room." And then she looks forward and tries to plan her attack as far as like how she's going to make it here. She is actually going to start running while at the same time willing herself to be at this end of the platform. And she's going to cast Misty Step.
Nice.
But she does it without any consequences. In a puff of smoke, she like disapparates and then like reapparates in place in front of Willa and like tries to get her bearings.
Is that the first time Jim has ever done that?
By herself, not the first time she did it was with the dragon orb. I believe that's the first time she's used it.
Yeah, has she used it before?
I don't remember.
Not that I've seen.
I remember it, yeah.
Yeah.
But she's always doing new stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Either
she
way.
Felt like she could do something like that. And she appears on the platform.
It's so instinctual for you.
And it's Razik's turn.
All right. I really don't know how not to be useless here. I feel like, I could go over there and dig with my hands, but
No. Okay.
I don't know. What do
I
you
don't know
guys
if you'll
think?
allow us to explain this to Rod because he wasn't here, but he was the one that saw the sand level. When it goes to the floor, then you can see the treasure. When you were in that corner, you saw the treasure partially because the light was so low, but you don't have any light on you, so you can't really see. And also the sand is really high.
Right. No, I got that the sand's really high and the treasure is underneath. I just didn't know how deep. Like, is it feasible to do, or should I just not even entertain that idea?
Let me say this and make this clear because I don't feel like it was clear last time. The room to the north doesn't fill with sand.
Oh,
okay.
It seals off with sand. Yeah.
Okay. I thought I asked that before. My bad.
You did, and I said it, but I don't think it came across.
Right on. Okay.
Probably my fault, but
does it seem sealed now?
Well,
it
unseals when it unseals when it gets to the bottom, right? Is that what you were saying?
Not even fully to the bottom. It's sort of like at the same, level as the top of the door frame reaches the top of the 20 feet.
Gotcha.
So if it is lower than 20 feet, then you can see inside of it.
Oh, hell yeah! Then I should run to that. I should go to there.
Pass me the rope.
I do so. I take the rope off my arms and I just kind of give it to Gemma in a nice
pounds,
circle.
So I'm like,
yeah, it weighs like half as much as you do.
Yeah.
And give her finger guns, and I'm going to run, and I'll go ahead and dash. Bonus action to the wall. And I will go the 80 feet that I can go.
Wow.
Which is there. Boop.
Wow. With
Matrix style.
quick speed, just runs along the wall.
They taught me that in an academy. An army.
An army.
In Pangean Army. These are my awards.
Very good.
That's my turn.
Inspiration for the Arrested Development reference.
Thank you. Ooh.
Okay. All right. So that's your turn.
That's my turn.
Savamil. Continuing to trudge through. We'll try and double move again. Is able to get to that point here. D10. Ooh, and he sinks 7 feet. You see him get to this point, and he's like, "Hey guys, I'm almost there." And he just goes into the sand, and disappears. He's restrained. That's his turn. Anton. Anton saw Savamil sink into the sand.
He's going to come over here and he's like, Gemma, throw me the rope. And while still kind of reaching down, trying to find Savamil. And can he use his athletics for that then?
Yes.
To try to pull.
Go ahead and use your
Come on.
athletics. Yes.
Oh, he has a much better athletics than Gemma does. 17.
Oh yeah, able to pull Savamel.
Can I do the arm, like the arm on arm, forearm thing?
Yes.
Like pull him on, yeah.
Can it be like Batman Forever
Yeah,
style? Yeah, pulling Batman out of sand, Robin style. And yeah, Savamel's out. Oh, thank you.
We have to stop meeting like this and try to and like get ready to reach out for the rope.
And I'll say, yeah, you kind of are waiting for the rope to be thrown to you as it goes to Willa.
Willa sees the whole rope situation. It's like, here, Gemma, I'll hold on to that, or I'll help you hold on to that. And she'll take the back of the rope and kind of like steady herself.
Tug of war anchor. Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay. All right. So you're kind of sorry. So you're sort of waiting just to help out.
She's like tied the rope around her waist, and she's the anchor. And she'll take some steps back too, so that there's room for people to move on.
Yeah. Okay. Awesome. All right. She moves back, ready to hold on to anyone as it goes to. We'll see what the level of sand does here. 11. So that's going to rise 11 feet. Unfortunately, becomes 38 feet. It sunk down and surged upward.
Whew.
It's at 38 feet. Razik, how high were you?
How high were I was at ground level whenever I was over in the southern edge of the room.
Ground to this, right?
Yes, ground to this.
All right, the sand.
This being the entrance to the doorway.
Wait,
which is slightly raised.
You were level to 27 feet because the sand is 27 feet above this, or 7 feet above this, because this is only 20 feet, right?
Above the entrance to the southern.
Correct.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So you're at like 27.
So you're at 27. So,
so you're still under. All right.
So he's under.
God damn.
So 27 to 38.
God damn.
Yeah, you're at 27 feet.
Right.
You're restrained, as well as everyone else, right?
I don't suppose I level up or remember anything about my past that allows me to.
No, you're just suffocating.
I don't have any anti-sand training.
We're all suffocating. This terrible sand wave pool that we need to get out of. It's Gemma, your turn. Under the sand, but holding on to the rope, right?
Yeah.
So you can use your athletics with advantage if you're holding on to the rope.
Can I guess, try to pull myself into the room with that?
Yeah,
Or do
absolutely.
I have to use it to.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Yeah. You can try and pull yourself into the room. Advantage, athletics advantage.
See it rising around me and engulf me. So I'm just like, oh shit, will it? And then a 6. With advantage.
Advantage.
16.
Yeah. With that, you're able to pull yourself through, and with Willa also pulling, you burst out of the sand through the doorway, and land on the other side, safe.
It's like, we can't leave them. And that's my turn.
Okay. Razik, go ahead and make an athletics check.
I'm drowning.
Drowning in sand.
Are you sure it's not acrobatics? Ooh, I got a 7.
Welcome to the club.
Yeah, unfortunately, still swimming in sand.
Does he get advantage for the wall climbing stuff? Because he's attached to the wall, right?
I'm submerged.
You're submerged. Yeah, that's the same thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
I
worth
don't
a
think
shot.
it might-
Trying to save the party.
It's a good thought. Good thought.
That's why I'm fucking rules lawyering this entire campaign.
It's a good thought. All right, Savamil. We're gonna spend the whole session in this room. Athletics. It's going great. All right, he's able to get out.
He's got the core strength. That's why.
He's got those abs, you know.
Fucking swimming, yeah.
Doesn't see anyone around him. He's gonna at least try and get the safety. 10, 20. Gets here, but is like waiting in the doorway to try and help because he knows there's probably more out there. He's going to use his action. No, you know what? Yeah, he'll use his action to help with the rope in that area if he can. So that's what he's going to do with his action. That's his turn.
We tossed the rope in that area, right? When Willow was getting situated with it. Okay, just cool.
Yeah, for sure. It's kind of in this area. And just because I want to move things along a little bit, you did. Savamil cast light on you at one point, or you went that way, Razik, so you can see if you ever get over there.
Thank you. I've also got a lamp. I could light up my lamp when I get
ruin that. You got light on you anyway.
Woo!
All right, because that was mentioned and then no one did it. But Anton.
Straight roll, right?
Yeah.
That's an 8. There's an 8 to it.
That's a
nope. He's drowning in sand.
Cool.
Unless he wants to action surge and try again.
I thought he used his action surge.
He got it back on a short rest.
Did we short rest?
Well, he hasn't used it since his last short rest.
I will action surge. Does a 10 do it?
No.
Cool.
Still restrained. Well, what are you gonna do?
Anton's still under, and he doesn't have the rope, right?
Correct. The rope is technically above him right now because he's under.
Okay. She'll probably let the rope go where she is and kind of be like, "Oh no, Anton's still under," and she's gonna run in.
Wasn't it blocked off? That whole section is sanded off, right? It's like 38 feet.
Climb up the sand, or I can't even get in the doorway.
I don't know.
You can get into the doorway.
Well, isn't the door at 20 feet and then the sand is at 38?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Yeah.
You would only let her get the top of it when it was at like 20 some feet.
That's true.
Not to kill our party, or not to kill.
Yeah, I don't think he'd make it through. I don't think he'd make it through. You'd have to. I mean, it's possible you could shove yourself through, but yeah, you're entering into a block of sand.
I believe Willa could do it.
You could, but Willa, I think honestly at this point, your best judgment is to just keep being the anchor.
All right. Yeah,
because
she'll wait for them then.
It takes quite a while for anyone to be able to have to suffocate.
Okay.
You get a number of minutes per your Constitution score.
Gotcha.
So he's got a while. It's only been 6 seconds. So, top of the round, D20.
6. Everyone's got a 6 Constitution.
8. So even number means it falls 8 feet down to 30. Anton and Razik no longer suffocating or being restrained.
Woo! You love to see it.
I do. All right, Razik, you're no longer restrained. You're 3 feet above.
Skip me.
Oh, I did? I'm sorry. Yeah, go ahead, Gemma.
I don't do anything. I pass.
He's just getting to the good players.
Yeah. Fuck you. Fuck you.
Wow.
Razik was awesome last game. Gemma comes out and looks for Anton, sees him coughing up sand, and says, "Quit dicking around and get up here." And we'll throw the rope further and use the help action to just use the help action to anchor.
Okay, great. All right, Razik.
And now it's my turn.
All right, thank you. And I didn't mean that. You're a good player too, Mike.
We know it's a joke.
I'm gonna move 30 feet. My everything dripping with sand. What do I see as I am? I think it decreased 8 feet, right? So 11 feet. No.
8 feet.
Okay, so it is now.
You're 3 feet above.
3 feet above.
sand.
Again, I'm running on the wall for no reason, but it's fine.
It's an anchor. It helps.
I see gold. Sweet gold.
You see gold, yes, and a treasure chest.
I'm gonna jump down. Boop. And use. I'm actually gonna. Well, let me see. That would be 30, 35. So I think that is. Wait, I have 40 move speed. Never mind. I'm good. I'm actually good. I will inspect for shenanigans.
You have an action?
I do, because I move less than 40 feet. So I moved exactly 40 feet actually with that move speed. And I'm touching ground, touching the cobblestones.
Touching cobblestones. There's a chest in front of you. It is locked.
All right. Can I do? Well, I have an action, so can I try and unlock it? There's also a piled treasure. Do I like? I'm gonna look at that first. Do I need to inspect it or?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and give that to you. But if you want to use your action, you can try and unlock the treasure chest with your thieves' tools.
Okay, I will try and do that. That's going to be an 18.
Excellent. You're able to hear that satisfying click with your tools, and it is unlocked, and you open up the chest. Oh, I'm glad.
Zelda sound?
Yes. This treasure. All right. Well, the pile of coins, which I assume you're going to collect right now, Razik will split later. But you get 1,100 copper pieces, 10,000 silver pieces, 2,100 gold pieces.
Wow.
And 140 platinum pieces.
What?
With no fucking key.
We're rich.
That's in the gold. That's in the pile of treasure. In the chest.
Oh, sweet.
In the chest are
yours is better. Sorry, Sabi.
7 emerald gems with worth 50 gold each. I'll post this too. A first level spell scroll of chromatic orb. There's also adamantine scale mail and a
wand.
potion of healing superior. You out of the chest you pull these things, and some of the things you don't know what they do fully, like the wand, but you pull out this armor as well, and you see this beautiful adamantine scale mail.
Oh, it's got leaves.
It's sort of made with adamantine metal with overlapping layers of scales in the design of leaves. Adamantine is one of the hardest substances in existence. While you're wearing it, any critical hit against you becomes a normal hit.
Oh.
So that's what you gather, Razik.
All right. Razik turns around and and he holds up one of his hands, and there's just like a
Zelda style
folded up pieces of mail. That's the only thing you can see.
And it goes. So everyone write that down, or someone wrote that down. Someone keep track of that. It's going to go to Savamil.
I got that.
Okay. And that handout that I shared can be found under treasures and armor. You can look at any time. So Savamil will try and move forward, and he's going to use his athletics check with his super ripped core and try and lead Anton out. And he's gonna pull him. He's just gonna pull him out. He pulls him out. Anton, it's your turn. You're free. Anything you want to do with your turn?
Yeah, he jumps back in the sand. He gets the rope.
God damn it.
Just dives right in.
He pulls the rope behind
Your
him.
axe.
And yeah, he's like, damn it, I was gonna do that.
My grandmother gave me that axe. It was super important to my plot.
He walks into the door and he's dusting himself off. He's like, oh fuck, I left my axe back there. It's like, where's
I
Razik?
lost 2 daggers.
And that's it.
All right. Is there anything that anyone wants to do, or we just want to skip to Razik kind of coming all the way back?
Wait for Razik?
Let's quietly close this door behind us.
He's got all the treasure.
It's okay, not for long.
I'm just like, oh, look at this adamantium. As I'm like drowning in sand.
All right. Well, we'll go ahead and in rounds and bring Razik. Go ahead and go to the front or to the door.
Yeah, guys, it was so weird. I didn't find anything. I'm just kidding.
Your
I'm just joshing.
Fucking thousands of.
Here you go. I got some armor. I got an emerald. I got a wand. Here, look at this, Gemma. I just kind of hold it out towards her, haphazardly. Look, I'm a wizard. And I just kind of like wave it.
Point it at me. Idiot.
I flip it over, like kind of like it's a gun. Like I flip it over backwards and I hand it to her, like pommel end facing, the hand end facing her. I guess.
Take it away from.
I don't know what you call the hand of a wand.
Just take it out of his hand.
The business end of the wand facing me.
We get it. No, totally get it. Jesus. Take it from Razik, from the safe side.
I gave it to you.
Okay.
Great. No key. You didn't find a key in there?
No key.
Okay.
What the fuck?
Well, there is this.
Unless this weird scroll's a key.
Here.
Oh.
Hallway to the north.
Well, I'm glad we're at that sand room. I guess we should keep on moving.
Savamil closes the door.
Let us never speak of that room again.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, let's go forward.
All right. Willa will start moving down the hallway. I think her maul is still lit from the last time Gemma cast light on it, right?
Yep. Gemma casts it on Willa, and Savamil casts it on Razik.
Looks like a bench.
You can see a wooden table. The room is lit by those same sort of blue sconces that you've seen around with that cold sort of magical light. And on top of the table, looks like there's a key.
Ah, key. Willa's just gonna walk right up to it and grab it.
Willa.
Careful, Will.
She's exhausted.
Anton gets another crossbow bolt in his
Make a dexterity saving throw for me.
I knew it. Okay. That's going to
Offense is not
be
rewarded.
a 7.
Willa, unfortunately, as you step forward, there a pit opens below you.
A pit?
A pit. With
Oh, wow.
spikes.
The map changed and everything.
Okay.
That you fall into.
As soon as she starts to feel that she's falling, she kind of instinctively, she falls a foot. She's like, ah! And then all of a sudden you see she has these spectral wings emerge from her back. And she has activated her gem flight.
Nice.
Oh, wow.
Can you post that real quick?
Yeah, let me see. I don't even know if I have it on here. I will find it and post it here.
I believe it's on your sheet.
Gem flight.
Just want to be able to make sure you can do that as a reaction
Oh, damn.
versus, you
Right.
know.
Everyone disregard what Willa just did.
As opposed to you getting impaled
Forget that cool
on
reveal.
several.
I know, I'm
rusty
All of
sorry.
that. That did not happen.
She instead falls.
I don't
gets
think I have it
impaled.
on my sheet.
You hear her screams as she slowly dies on the spike that's below.
Let me find it. Let's get here on
Gem
my
flight.
dot.
You can use your bonus action to manifest spectral wings.
Yeah,
Bonus action? Okay. With that, I'll allow it, as long as it wasn't like a full action. It was a cool moment. It's a cool moment, Willa. So,
It's for the cool moment. Here, I posted it.
with that, you're falling, right? You start to fall, and you use your bonus action, and everyone sees for the first time these spectral purple wings unfurl from her back, and just before you land onto the spikes, you start to fly, Willa.
She's like, her legs are like moving, like she's trying to like run, and she's like, what? She's like, looks around, she's like, what in the world?
Anton says, "You could fly that entire time."
She's like, I had no idea. How is
You
this?
Kind of grumbles.
blessed. You're truly blessed by the gem dragons. It's beautiful.
Yeah, Razik looks on.
That was
in awe.
amazing, Willa.
Thank you. And she'll kind of like use her wings for the first time to fly upwards and land here.
It's like a 12-foot room. So it's just like...
And yeah, everyone else sees that pit opened up below her.
Can I look down?
You can. You
Can I
look
push
down.
Razik in? As he's looking down. Give him a check.
You look down, and it's just it's a pit that opens up, and you can see sort of the rocky earth below the stone tiles descend down into these iron spikes at the bottom of the pit. That's about 20 feet.
Yeah, it's a bad time.
20 feet deep.
Wow.
Fall into another sand room. No.
You fall back into the same sand room, actually.
Did I get the key?
Yeah.
You can fly and go get the key. Yeah.
Okay. She's like, well, I guess I'll test these things out. She kind of like is like tilting, not really sure how to use them. She flies over to the table and grabs the key. Got it.
You grab it off the table, and thankfully nothing else happens. You grab the key, and seems you have the final key.
Woo! 3 keys.
3 keys. With that, everyone feels the sudden surge of energy. You get a +2 to your to all saving throws for 24 hours.
Ooh.
Sure, not to our level.
No. Good try. So yeah, what do you all do now?
And this door is open, so hey, let's make our way back to the 3 key room, or the 3 key door.
Yep,
Yeah.
agreed.
You made it all the way around.
Finally, it feels like it's been weeks.
Look at the watch. It's been 2 hours.
I remember we came
Can we
in.
short rest?
We were so bright-eyed. Now we're all sandy and chafing.
Yeah. Gonna need some more
And-
bacon after this.
Yeah, it's been a good portion of the day, but still the same day. As you reach that door there. And is there anything you want to do before you go and try the keys on the door?
We didn't see a single sign of the last hurrah in there, did we?
No,
I was honestly expecting them to ambush us at some point. But it's been suspiciously quiet.
maybe they're past this door here.
Maybe, but we have the keys, so
I hate that when you're playing like Uncharted or something and there's like bad guys in the... Anyway, never mind. Sorry.
maybe they'll be waiting for us outside. I mean,
Yeah, who knows?
wouldn't that be the smartest thing to do?
Well, they seem like the respectable ladies, so I don't know.
I thought they were
Respectable until
nice.
it comes from money. Willie, you
did
think
help us
they
escape.
wouldn't kill you for those boots? Those awesome boots that you have now?
Well, these boots my mom made are real nice, but no, they seem like nice ladies.
I'm
They
sorry,
helped
your
us get out
ring.
of that
Your
fight.
ring. Sorry.
My
Nope,
ring
the
of jumping?
Your ring of
Ring.
jumping, yes.
The ring came from the thief.
The ring yeah, technically it's not even ours, so if they wanted it, I'd probably just give it to them.
No, that was a gift. That was a gift.
Oh, I thought you got that here. Never mind. Well, still worth killing you for. Objectively. Not that I would
know
do it.
about it. Well,
Not to mention all the stuff we just gathered. You know,
I know,
they're
yeah, you
trying
got
for treasure as well. So
pockets bulging with pennies. What was
Yeah,
that?
who-
11,000
who's holding-
copper?
Yeah, 11k copper, 10k silver, 140 plat.
by the way,
and-
before we continue, does anyone want to look at this armor? Willow, didn't you your armor got damaged from those ooze things?
Yeah, don't remind me. Ma's gonna be so angry and like half of it's like missing on her shoulder. If no one
Pretty
needs
good
that,
armor right there sitting there.
I
I
don't
feel like
know
that
if
would
Ant-
impede my stealth, so...
I would say that it would be good for Willa. I don't know if Anton would want something like that, so I can't speak for him on that. But it does look good on you, Willa. It would look good on you, Willa.
Looks dashing.
yeah, I guess I could try it on. I guess she'll
At least
she'll
until we
take
get
off.
out. Yeah, at least until we get out of here. Can't walk
Right,
around here without any
You can
armor.
always trade. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, this one's pretty damaged, so all right. She'll take it and she'll put on the new armor.
Okay.
Which she really needed because she lost like 2 AC points last
She did
time.
need it.
Mm.
You're now wearing adamantine scale mail. Well, very cool.
Ah,
You can see she now has this like new piece of the sort of overlapping scale mail, but in the shape of these leaves. This sort of dark, almost platinum like metal. That's the adamantine with like gold trim. Looks quite nice. You have your AC becomes 14 plus your dex modifier, max 2. You have disadvantage on stealth checks, but any hit that is against you that's a critical hit is just a normal hit.
Anton
So-
takes his sword and starts hitting her just to test it out.
I don't feel nothing.
It's pretty solid. And then tries to surprise attack you, and still, no. All right, let's get over.
At this point, too, you can do one more short rest, or you can do it after, or do it later. Up to you.
I don't know what's on the other side of that. Gemma is she's missing like a third of her health. Anton could use his action surge. Talking just sort of out of character.
Yeah.
So. But
logistics.
I don't know who else got hit. I don't remember. Did Samuel get hit?
He's got only a little bit lower.
Who
He
got
will.
Swung? By the Helms horror. I only know that Gemma got hit and
Razik.
Did really no one like get hurt?
I think
I got a little bit hurt. I took 9 damage, but that was really it.
Gemma, I guess, took probably the biggest hit with the sand, and then
13, yeah, which is like a third of her health.
No, I looked like I was going to destroy us. He was a flying piece of armor with 20 AC, so.
Savi, how are you feeling energy-wise? You think you can do some more healing if we need it, or?
Not really. It would take a long rest for me to get some of my magic back. But you know what? I can do this. He will use.
You can do a short. Like, would it harm anyone for us to do a short rest? I mean, could we do a short rest now and then long rest after the dungeon? If the opportunity presents itself.
Yeah, I mean, theoretically, yeah. But this doesn't have to do with short rest, so let me just do this real quick.
Okay.
He'll use his harness divine power, using up one of his channel divinities to restore a spell slot.
Great.
Ooh.
Yeah, which he can do twice a day. He can do one spell slot. He will do it for, I guess, do it the highest, right? I can always, yeah. So he'll restore a 3rd level spell slot. That's what he does. Putting his hand on his holy symbol, just prays to Quithalia. Please guide my hand in this dangerous place. And you can see him open his eyes. All right, I think I have a little bit more extra power from the Sea Queen. But do we still want to take a short rest? Would that benefit anyone?
I think I could use one because I could use a splash more healing and I could get my action surge back. He doesn't say action surge, but he said I could fight a little bit better.
I get my action surge.
Right.
Yeah.
The fuck is an action surge? I just feel winded from drowning in all that sand back there.
All right, let's do a short rest then. Go ahead and click your short rest button. And if you want, you can roll a hit die to receive some health back.
So that's actually the perfect amount.
I know that people used some previously in the last short rest, so make sure you're keeping track of the amount that you've used.
Damn, that's always that.
Oh, didn't even need the second one.
Great.
Okay.
Nothing back. So,
and now is a perfect time to take our second and final break. As they get a little of a breather, spend some time to recover, look at the items. By the way, if you want to spend that time, Gemma, to look at that wand, I'll allow it.
Cool.
We'll talk about that when we get back, but we'll see what lies beyond this final room after this break. See you in a few. All right, we're back. Hello. So, we made it through the sand room. we're right before the final room, the door with 3 keyholes. You have 3 keys. You short rested, and Gemma, you looked at that wand, and it's a wand of the War Mage +1.
Hell yeah!
Start pointing it at Razik haphazardly.
While attuned and holding this wand, you gain a +1 to bonus to spell attacks. In addition, you ignore half cover when making a spell attack.
Fantastic.
Razik goes,
So
whoa.
assume you want to attune to that.
I'll take it.
Yeah. Thanks. I'll throw it on my thing here.
Right. All right. So, any other things before we continue?
Sure. What else do we have?
Okay. What do you do?
Should we put them in one at a time or all at the same time?
At the same time, and then at the same time, and then twist at the same time. Or just put them all in and then twist at the same time.
That sounds like the ideal solution.
Like nuclear plant style, you know?
You have to concur. Everyone has.
Yeah, everyone has to look at each other and nod solemnly before they turn the key.
Does that happen? I assume you put the keys in, right? And then turn them all? Okay. With all 3 keys inside, all turned, the door does unlock and is able to be opened.
I do not stand in front of it if someone wants to open it. Wait, where the hell am I? Yeah.
I have unlocked the door for anyone who wants to open it.
All right. Razik doesn't value his life appropriately. He's going to open it. If that's okay.
What's this?
Bam.
All right.
I gently open the door.
You hear suddenly a soft tune begins to play. From within the room, the tiles below you become like a checkered pattern, and beyond looks to be some sort of elegant ballroom with a balcony above the room.
Well, let's go. And Anton approaches carefully with his sword.
Wait, Anton, before you go, does anyone want to psychically link with me? I can link up to 3 of you to me.
Just do it.
And we can communicate. All right. So just make sure I'm doing the rules right. But I think I can just link to 3 of you.
Well, your
It's
proficiency.
Yeah. Do I have to roll it? I guess I... Sorry, I have a harder time finding this. I apologize. You can keep going.
Several more steps into the hallway, at least.
Well, we'll go into. She'll say, "Yeah, if you can, I'll set up a communication like that."
All right. So it's actually I roll for the number of hours that we maintain it. So we can maintain it up to 4 hours. So I choose Salvamil, Willa, Anton. Jam, I respect your autonomy. I give you this out loud. Also, my proficiency bonus isn't strong enough for me to force this on you yet. But we'll get there.
Well, don't force it off.
Consensually.
Consensually force it. Wow, ballroom. I feel a little underdressed for this. We'll step forward a bit more.
You can see this once elegant room. A chandelier activates above the room, lighting it. Sort of these orange flames upon a chandelier. and it begins to bathe the room in this soft orange light. You see this open marble dance floor, ringed by staircases that lead to a second-floor balcony about 30 feet overhead. A pair of banquet tables with a plush seating is covered in an expected layer of dust on this balcony. You hear the strums and slow rising thrum of a harp nearby. Its chords resonate and linger within you. It's a pretty
That's some creepy shit, I say psychically.
interesting room. I didn't expect this.
Do you think it's safe in here? Or do you think this is just another trap? Or trap room?
It's as safe as every other room in this place.
I agree. I think everything in here is a trap room.
It's all led to this, so we have to at least see what it was all about.
Yeah, if the test is gonna be ballroom dancing, I never learned that. So you guys have to take the lead.
All right, I'm gonna give my
good.
inspiration to
You can do that.
Willa.
You can do that.
I'm gonna give. All right, I give my inspiration to Willa. You take my inspiration from my.
That's incredible.
Thanks, Rob.
So everyone is clear. This area is above where you're at. So when you walk through, you're going underneath this.
That's very silly.
Okay.
This is the balcony. So you would come out here. Savamel steps out.
So this is the balcony.
Yeah, you're walking underneath this.
Okay, I gotcha. So
Yeah,
all of the brown parts are the okay.
The brown is all above 30 feet above you.
I understand. Thank you.
Yeah.
Sorry for the limits of 2 dimensions.
Yes.
The map looks great, by the way, if you're listening on audio. I highly
Oh,
recommend.
thank you. Yes.
It looks really nice.
So,
Chat GPT made it.
no, fuck you. I did. So, as you step in here, you feel this music. It's just something about it. It's haunting yet beautiful. If you weren't so preoccupied with exploring such a series of dangerous chambers, you feel compelled to dance. Well, maybe just one quick waltz. Everyone make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh shit!
Is Sawmill's thing still up, or was
I was just thinking that.
That was only a minute long.
Dang it!
We did all of that. in a
Sawmill?
minute, so we have like
But
we did all. We took the
30
shortest in a
seconds
minute.
remember
Oh, yeah.
the +2 bonus you got from having the keys.
Oh, what was that? That's just +2.
Everyone got a +2.
All right.
and Tom got a 21, and Gemma got a 5.
+2 for all saving throws?
For all saving throws.
I don't need it. Nat 20.
Wow, okay.
20.
Wow. I'm not gonna lie, this room's been making me nervous for months.
Why are you gonna drop
Okay.
that on us right now?
Oh, Savamel. Yeah, what's Savamel get? Wisdom.
Don't dance, Sawmill.
Sawmill's just dancing eternally here forever.
Oh,
Ooh, 11 plus
He
2
gets +2, yeah.
is 13. Savamel fails. And Gemma fails. Savamel kind of looks over to Gemma. And they begin to waltz
She
against their will.
sort of blushes and I guess flows into the dance like compelled to do it too.
You are completely compelled. And so is Savamel, and almost against your will. This is but you almost want to. You want to do this. This is fantastic as you start to spin and twirl. Oh, we are charmed. We begin to dance together, the two of us. Everyone else is sort of watching this happen, feeling how they might be compelled, but you're not compelled enough to actually do this. This happens for about a minute that the two of us are dancing. The minute ends, and make the saving throw again, Gemma.
I don't know if this makes a difference for you, but elves have advantage against being charmed.
They do.
Saving
Yes.
throws.
I
An
will
11.
roll this new one with advantage.
She rolls an 11, and she's still in the groove.
7 mil kind of backs out of it a bit and leaves you to it. Gemma begins to swirl on her own, dancing, twirling, taking in the music. And everyone looks on.
Gemma,
Is anything
stop.
anyone does?
This is like that movie Black Swan.
Yeah,
It's
it's
making
not-
me real uncomfortable.
Will
not
is
the
like,
time.
do we know it's
Rask is
magic?
gonna say psychically to everyone else, she's brainwashed. She's been taken.
So we know.
Can
Does anyone-
Anton grab her and say, "Focus"?
He does, and
That doesn't- he
Gemma,
doesn't-
you shove him aside. You begin to continue to dance. This harp here is, you can see, is just ding, ding, ding. Just sort of, the strings are moving.
He
Are
sees
there other
it.
instruments as well?
He sees,
Sorry.
he sees the harp
Just-
playing.
Yeah, you see the harp playing.
He sees it, and he just kicks it over. He just kind of
He kicks it
Unceremonious.
over, and the music continues, almost echoing beyond this plane. Gemma continues to dance and swirl. She can't help it. She can't help it. An hour passes.
What?
An
Are
hour
we able
passes.
to do anything during this
Yeah.
hour?
You are able to continue to try and do stuff during this hour.
Well, I'm gonna look up on the rafters for spectral ghouls.
Yeah, it's in a whole hour,
Goblins.
so if there's anything you want to do,
Yeah, I want to definitely like make sure there's like nothing up here.
Amongst there's you can see cobwebs and all manner of things. That this was once a beautiful space. Is covered in age and dust, and cobwebs. That's what you see. Roll an investigation check if you'd like to do a more thorough search.
Please.
Anton can do that, or is it just Razik?
22.
Just Razik for now. I mean, if Anton wants to go up there, he can do it too.
Oh, up
I mean,
there. I didn't see he's up there. Okay.
Yeah, if he wants to go up on the stairs.
He's still trying to actively stop Gemma from whatever she's doing.
Can Willa smash the harp to bits with her maul?
Yeah, just smashing it. It seemed to be only just a physical prop. The music is just completely unaffected. You can hear it just as strong, just as much. The strings stop moving, and all physical means of it playing are gone, but you can still hear the music as if it was unaffected.
Maybe we need to get her out of here. I don't like
Yeah.
this.
We can carry her out of here. The door hasn't closed, has it?
Is there anything else in the room? That we can see?
Razik does his investigation. He searches
Oh.
around.
I'm running
After-
my
after-
finger over surfaces to see how dusty they are.
Yeah, no, it's
Tasting
definitely
the dust.
dusty. Yeah, that's weird and gross.
Yep.
You search everything over an hour. There's nothing. It's a ballroom. It's a ballroom with just this music, and this entire time Gemma's continuing to waltz and this sort of peaceful, gradual sort of dance, just moving through the space and the wall and the ballroom, just moving all around it. The hour does end. And Savamil, please snap out of it. Please, you have to. He's going to cast Beacon of Hope on you. At the end of this hour, to give you advantage on your Wisdom saving throws. Okay, hour ends.
You know, you can target us all with that. I'm sorry, I didn't say that.
No, yeah, for sure. It goes to everyone, but mainly he's trying to get this focused on Gemma. And the hour ends. You get to hold on.
It's like he gets off on being withholding. Razik says about Savma psychically.
Okay. You can try a Wisdom saving throw. You have advantage and +2, Gemma.
She will also pull a wellspring of magic in her, and she realizes something's wrong, and she's going to burn her last 2 sorcery points to bend luck to twist
cool.
fate using my wild magic and re-roll to roll a d4. Shit. Oh wait, is that how it works? You can use a reaction to spend 2 sorcery points d4 number applied.
To roll 1d4 and apply the number rolled as a bonus
roll,
or penalty to
I can count too.
You can do so as the creature rolls. Yeah.
Yeah,
so that's
the creature I can see, right? So
works how you expect.
Come on. So 14, 9, 11 plus 3 is 14. Doesn't make it.
Doesn't make it. Gemma continues to be completely enthralled with the spell. Completely charmed.
I'm impressed by how well she dances, honestly. It's really good.
Maybe we all need to dance with her.
Never felt like...
I mean, why not?
I've never heard anything like this before. I never hear anything like this on the farm. It's so beautiful.
Can we try dancing together?
Yeah, Will's gonna start dancing.
Why?
You can.
We need to get her out of here.
Well, let's try this, Anton. You know, we've tried the violent approach, Razik says, motioning to the destroyed harp several feet away. Let's try embracing this for a moment before we immediately.
Well, I feel the room got her to dance, so it would have made all of us dance anyways. So I don't understand how that would stop us.
Just tap your feet
Your
a little
logic
bit.
has no. Just tap your feet.
And Anton secretly doesn't know how to dance, so he's
Gemma,
can we?
This is out of character, everyone. But I'm posting this for Gemma. Gemma, you do receive a new flaw from this.
What?
I love music and will stop whatever I'm doing to dance when I hear it. It's
That's like a character thing?
A new character flaw you have received.
What if we all got that, Wes, and this game just became us following around a band that we liked?
It could really change things. Oh, I did.
Wow.
I've got it all planned out. Yeah, that's
I did.
Does anything happen when we start dancing? If the whole group starts dancing?
No. It continues on and on and on so much that everyone is just exhausted, and she keeps dancing. She won't stop dancing.
If we
I
physically
think
try and remove
we
her,
would have
like,
moved her, yeah.
All
Anton
right, well,
stops dancing and drags her out of the room. Like puts her.
Anton
puts
is
her up
definitely
on his
kicking.
shoulder
Like,
and starts like dragging her out.
I feel like Anton's doing that goth like
Get out of
kicking
this.
thing, where you just like.
as you begin to try and force her out, everyone make a perception check.
Not Gemma.
Not Gemma. Everyone except for Gemma.
17 for Anton.
I got an 11, but I'm gonna roll one of my psionic die and expand my consciousness to increase my perception score to 13.
Okay, 13. Roll for Anton.
I did 17.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. I'm rolling for Savimel.
Those are some good scores.
He just gets supposed to get normal. 20. Anton and Savimel are the only ones who notice. Where the harp originally was, there's like almost like a phasing in and out. As if the harp was never knocked down. You can see this sort of outline of a harp. Ethereal. Partially. Hold on, sorry. Having a computer malfunction here.
It's hard to be the
I don't want to say it. SIRI.
You cut out for me. I didn't hear what you said.
You just said
Oh.
the next thing that I heard you say was, I don't want to say Siri.
But
you guys encountered
computer just
Siri.
freaked out.
From the
My computer
phasing
completely shut down by that. So
from the phasing of
see
the
this
harp.
phasing.
Sorry, you said.
Yep, the phasing of the harp. You see someone who appears to be in this beautiful armor playing the harp. Almost like a ghost.
Do they have like Willow style armor on? Like, are they?
It's a very regal elven armor, and it's
got leaves.
like
and
a
stuff?
warrior bard who just seems to fade away like a ghost that was never there. Just for an instant. After all this time you've spent in this room, you feel like you've seen that with such a high perception roll. You see that. There's something ghostly, ethereal about this room. I don't know if anyone saw that, but there's something playing that tune. Savimel kind of moves off to this side. Gemma is continuing to dance for up to a very long time at this point. We'll see how it plays out, but there is a time limit. mechanics wise, and story wise, we'll say hours pass as you all are in Savimel 2, just starting to almost grow you're definitely growing impatient. You're leaning against the wall. Hours are passing by.
We're not doing anything?
Is she resisting or
Right.
like?
We try to
she's
take her out.
Completely
like,
resisting. She's
'cause
completely
we're gonna try and
resisting.
tackle her.
No, but like we're not
Yeah.
doing anything in those hours, like slashing at the ghost or anything. We're just waiting.
Well, I'm allowing you to do that. So this is otherwise if you're not doing that. So time is passing. What would you like to do in this time?
I want to
the first thing was we
dogpile
try to take her
Gemma.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Say that again.
We try to take her out of the room.
Just try and take her out of the
Anton
room.
says, "Will help me out."
Trying to shove
Grab her
her out
legs.
of the room and
Like pick her up.
Yeah. Anton grabs her arms and He's like, get her legs.
All right. Willa, or not Willa, Gemma, you have to make. You have to fight it with all you can. You have to make a athletics or acrobatics check to contest. Whoever wants to take a lead on this.
Anton,
It's a strength.
We'll grab her. So
Anton, roll athletics, and Gemma, you got to roll athletics or probably acrobatics because you have to try your best to fight this.
She's gonna say, no. She rolls an 11 while he rolls.
Helping him is that advantage?
17. If it's advantage, then it's also a 17.
17. You're able to shove her out. What are you doing with her?
I want to pull her all the way outside of the room, out of the range of the music.
Okay.
Like all the way out here.
All right. Go ahead and move everyone else out. The music grows fainter. She's still just fighting with all she can to just, I have to dance. I have to dance. I have to dance. And she's just feeling her feet. And you can almost see her feet are being dragged along. Gemma, telling this to you, despite the pain you're feeling, your toes and nails, your toenails are beginning to be damaged and cracked and bleed, and you just don't care. There's nothing you can do. You just have to keep dancing.
Cool. Is there anything you can do, Savamil? Is it a curse? Is it? I don't know. I don't know this stuff.
I only have so much I can do.
Anton's like, keep her here, and he's gonna go back into the room and look around. Does he see the magical bard still?
Roll a perception check.
That's Gemma's. Sorry. Nat 20.
You see, he moves forward and see clearly, almost as if this, like this invisible force at just the right angle of light, you can kind of see this ghostly warrior playing the harp, this elf just staring at you. And not only that, because of the high roll, he looks around and he can see that the entire room is filled with ghosts. There is everyone who has ever vanished. The trials of the vanished. They've entered the ethereal plane. They failed. They failed this final test. They're the ones who have vanished. Everyone around you it is completely crowded and packed. He can see that there are couples dancing around him. This cold, ghostly wind around him as all these couples are dancing around in the ballroom. There are people looking down. This place was never empty. It was always full and always packed. And anyone who failed these trials has joined them.
Do I see the last hurrah?
Oh no.
You don't. But that is where we're going to end tonight.
I mean, they seem like they're having a good time.
Crazy. Yeah, that's true.
Worst case scenario, we hang out with some other ghosts for all eternity. That's not too bad.
So we'll see how this concludes. We're unfortunately out of time. But thank you, everyone who has stuck around. What a journey it has been tonight. Tales of Terramir will be back in 2 weeks on May 3rd. We will have a rerun of this episode next week on April 26th. This episode will also be available on YouTube and your favorite podcast platforms within the next few days. Remember to come back and see me stream a few matches of Magic Arena on Tuesday, April 25th.
Woo.
And join us right now on our Discord server. We're going to talk about everything that happened tonight, some hilarious, totally probably not chaotic after show discussions. So come join us for that. And thanks for watching, everyone. Good night.
Night.
Good night.
Bye.